Hi, welcome to Orchid and Bee's Crochet channel. During this tutorial, feel free to stop, pause, or slow down the video. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to make candy corn bunting. It's a quick and easy project, and you can use it in a variety of ways. You can also add letters to your bunting to make it extra special and extra holiday exciting. For materials, we're going to need an H hook 5mm, worsted weight yarn in 3 colors, orange, yellow, and white. We're going to begin by chaining 21, so we will do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. For row 1, we are going to half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. Next, we're going to half double crochet in the next 19 chains. This will give us a total of 20 stitches at the end of row 1. I'll pause the video and meet you at the end. Now we're going to chain 2 and begin row 2. For row 2, we are going to turn our work, and then we are going to double crochet in the next 20 stitches. We will chain 1 at the end, and this will give us a total of 20 stitches for row 2. I'll pause the video and meet you at the end of this row. For row 3, we are going to turn our work, and we are going to double crochet in 1, and then we are going to do a double crochet 2 together, and that will subtract a stitch from this row. So we yarn over, go through, pull through 2, but don't complete the stitch, yarn over again, go through the next stitch, pull through 2, and now we will pull through all 3 loops, and that will combine 2 stitches and make 1 stitch. So that has reduced our stitch count by 1. An alternative method is to do an invisible decrease, and this gives the piece a cleaner look. For the indivisible decrease, we are going to yarn over and go through the front loop only, pull through 2, yarn over, pull. We're going to go through the front loop again. You have a front loop and a back loop. So we're going through the front loop only. Pull through 2, and now pull through all 3. And that's the invisible decrease. Now we are going to double crochet in the next 14 stitches. Now I'm going to speed up just a little bit to get through these 14 stitches. You can pause the video while you're completing your 14 stitches. When you reach 14, you can restart the video. Now that we have completed our 14 stitches, we're going to do another decrease. We are going to double crochet 2 together, or you can do the double crochet through the front loops only. Double crochet through the front loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go through the front loop again, pull through 2, and now pull through all 3. That's your invisible decrease. And we're double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. For row 4, we are going to double crochet in the first stitch and do a double crochet 2 together, or do the invisible decrease, whichever you prefer. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 12 stitches. I'm going to speed up here. You can pause the video to finish your 12 stitches, and I'll meet you back at the end of 12. Now that we have completed our DC 12, we are going to do a DC 2 together, or an invisible decrease. And we're going to double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. For row 5, we are going to double crochet 1, and then we are going to double crochet 2 together again, or you do your invisible decrease. Then we are going to double crochet in the next 10 stitches. And you can pause the video while you're finishing the 10 stitches and meet me back at the end. Now that we have reached our double crochet 10, we are going to double crochet 2 together, or invisible decrease. And we are going to double crochet in the last stitch, but before you complete the last stitch, you are going to change colors to orange. So yarn over and don't pull through. Leave everything on your hook, and you're going to grab your orange. And instead of pulling through our yellow to finish the stitch, we're going to pull through the orange to finish. This will give you a clean color change. Oops, it didn't want to pull through very well. I'm going to redo it. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm not going to pull through my loops yet. I'm going to change colors, and then I'm going to pull through all 3 stitches and chain 2. That is get us ready for the next round. For row 6, we are going to double crochet 14 and then chain 1. That will leave us with 14 stitches at the end of this row. I'll get us started. DC 1, DC2, DC3, and you're going to continue to 14. I'm going to pause the video and I will meet you back at the end of this row. For row 7, we are going to half double crochet 14. Half double crochet 2, half double crochet 3, and I'm going to pause the video and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. Chain 2 and turn your work. We're going to double crochet 1, double crochet 2 together or invisible decrease, and we are going to double crochet in the next 8 stitches. Now that we've reached 8 double crochets, we're going to double crochet 2 together or invisible decrease, and we are going to double crochet in the last stitch and then chain 1. This will leave us with 12 stitches at the end of this row. For row 9, we are going to double crochet 12, and at the end of this row, before we finish the last stitch, we are going to change our color to white. Now go ahead and get your white yarn ready. And before we're going to make the last DC, but before you finish it, oops, one second, let's try that again. Alright, we're going to, not going to pull all the way through to finish this one. We're going to change colors and finish the stitch with our new color. Chain 1, and we're going to go to our next round. For row 10, we are going to double crochet 12 and chain 1 at the end. I'm going to pause the video and meet you at the end of this row. We have finished row 10, and now we're going to go to row 11. For row 11, we are going to turn our work and half double crochet 12. Chain 2 at the end of this row. For row 12, we're going to double crochet 12. I'll pause the video and meet you at the end of this row. For row 13, we are going to turn our work. We're going to half double crochet in one, and then half double crochet two together, just like we did our DC two together, or invisible decrease. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then we're going to half double crochet 2 together again, or invisible decrease. And then we're going to half double crochet in the last stitch and chain 1. For row 14, this is our last row. We are going to skip the first stitch. We're going to single crochet in the next stitch. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in the next stitch. Triple crochet in the next stitch by yarning over twice. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 one more time. Double crochet in the next stitch. Half double crochet into the next stitch. Single crochet into the next. Then we're going to skip 1 and slip stitch into the last stitch. Now you can fasten off. Now that you have fastened off your candy corn, you can weave in your ends and pause the video here to make as many candy corn as you'd like. Here's an example of how I made my candy corn bunting. I put the word fall on mine and I attached a chain to the top of this. I'm going to show you a method for doing this. You begin by taking several strands of your orange, yellow, and white, and you're going to make them as long as you desire them to be. Then tie a piece of yarn around the top. You can trim it and then divide your yarn into 3 sections. After you've got your yarn to the length that you want and you have divided it and tied it at the top, then you can spread it out and you will be able to now braid your yarn to create a nice long braided chain. The alternative is you can take 3 strands of yarn in 3 sections and take a large hook such as a M or a K or a J, and you can make a large chain. In the written pattern instructions I describe how to do this. For my example, I chained about 150 using an I hook, I believe, but it's in the instructions. For this example in the video tutorial, I'm just showing you how to do a braided chain. Another tip for making the braid is you can attach it to a clipboard to hold it at the top, or take a piece of tape and tape it to a table or countertop. Once you've completed your braid or your chain, now you can attach your candy corn to your string. You can either do this by sewing it or by hot gluing. You will just go across row 1 of your candy corn and attach your string. In the example that I made, I spaced mine out about every 2 or 3 inches and I attached letters to mine. I made my chain with a hook and several strands of yarn. And this is my fall candy corn bunting. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, please like and subscribe. You can find the written pattern on Etsy and Ravelry. You can also join us on Orkin & Bee's Facebook page, and also be sure to check out our VIP page where you can test new patterns and you can get opportunities to earn free written pattern downloads. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.